Well, I'm here, feeling a little tired, but I'm here. Um, I did not practice my skating quite as much today as I thought I would, but I was a little tired, I think, from yesterday's practicing and nervousness. Because, boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, it's like when you're nervous and afraid. Um, Sorry, I have to turn the volume down over here. I've got my laptop open. Hello, Leah. It's nice to see you. I'm just talking about being nervous with the skating and how being nervous can be tiring. I mean, it takes a lot, it takes a lot out of you when you're nervous and afraid. But even though I'm nervous and afraid, I'm still going to keep going for it. I really want to do it, and I'm excited about it. I'll just be a lot more excited once my real skates come, because I'm really looking forward to them, and I'm just hoping that they're going to be okay. I mean, they're definitely starter skates. They're not great either, but, well, sort of. I mean, it's like I've got such limited space in here that it's like really hard to do much of anything because there's just not very much room. And I was thinking about it today and I thought, man, I really wish I could go outside and try this, but I'm waiting for the other wrist guards and pads and helmet to get here because I went ahead. Let me just tell you, okay, Lazada had the brand of pads and everything that were recommended by Katie on Skatie's, her channel. They had the ones that were recommended. And because of the time of month that it is right now, Lazada has a sale going on, or it was going on. It's the 6/6 sale. Well, yeah, I mean, once the other skates come, I'm probably never going to wear these other ones again. Assuming that the ones that are coming fit me and are right and everything's right with them. I'll probably never put these on again because these are complete garbage. I mean, total garbage. But um, but Lazada has had a sale going on. Plus, I had vouchers and cash back and stuff. So with all that, I was able to order the pads and everything and the matching helmet for a decent deal. I mean, it was a really good deal. And I didn't even know how good of a deal until today when the sale was over. And now everything's gone back to the original price. And I was like, oh my God. It was as if I think I probably basically got the pads and everything for free once I had the vouchers and the cash back and the sale price and everything. It was like getting those for free, and I've basically just paid for the helmet. So I'm hoping that they're going to fit and everything's going to be okay with them because they're certified. They're like, the real deal. And I actually was looking it up today on Amazon. I wanted to look up the helmet to get some more information, because there was limited information on Lazada about it. And so much of the stuff is always in Thai, and so it's like translating is not always the best because you don't always get the right translations for things. So I went ahead and looked it up on Amazon because I wanted to check, like what's Amazon charging for this helmet and pads and everything as opposed to what I'm paying. And it was very similar price-wise, except for that since I'm not getting it through Amazon, I don't have to pay the ridiculous shipping to have it shipped all the way here from America. But what I found out about the helmet is, now I can't think of the guy's name, Tony Hawk. He's like a world famous skateboarder. He uses the same exact helmet that I've ordered. except for the color. I mean, I got pretty colors. He uses the black one, but anyway, there was a video of him actually talking about it. I don't know if it does or not. Honestly, I have no idea, and I don't think I have Amazon Prime. I'm pretty sure I don't because I'm paying ridiculous shipping for those skates. Um, but I was glad that I found them on Lazada. I mean, just oh man. But I feel better knowing that, a world famous skateboarder is using the helmet that I've ordered. So that tells me, excuse me, that, it's a good helmet. And I mean, there was an actual video of him talking about the helmet and everything that they were showing where he was, talking about how good they are and stuff. So, that's comforting. So I'm just hoping they finally shipped them today. And so I'm hoping that they get here at least in a couple of days. And thank goodness it's coming through Cary. So maybe it'll actually get here relatively quickly. But since they've had that promotional sale and stuff going on that's like all over Lazada, they do have a little disclaimer that some things could be delayed because during their promotions and stuff, shipping can take a little bit longer. But I hope it gets here quickly because I'm telling you, the ones that I've got, they just do not fit me right. Well, I don't know. I'm probably just going to use them as like extra like spare parts because some of the things on those skates I can use. Like I can take those wheels off. I can use the wheels on the other skates. I can use the little uh, cushion things that they have like on the tracks. It's trucks. I'm sorry, the trucks. They have these like little cushion things in between. I could use those if I need to. I can use the laces if I need to. The toe stop. I mean, there's like parts. Yeah, it's like, I can basically use them for extra parts should I need them. So, it's not a complete loss. And it is giving me something to practice with a little bit here in the kitchen because I'm telling you what, man, I was so terrified yesterday when once I actually put them on and I was sitting right here. I sat here for like an hour with those skates on, too terrified to stand up. I was literally just sitting here going, I really need to stand up. And I just couldn't do it. I was literally that scared. And then once I stood up, I probably stood up and stood there for like a half an hour, sitting back down, standing back up, sitting back down, standing up for like a half an hour before I ever put my foot on the floor because I was standing on these little throw rugs to try to keep me from rolling too much because that's what I was really scared of. Was, standing up and my feet rolling out from under me and stuff. So I was like really nervous. And it took me forever to actually put my feet on the floor. And then even then, I stood there holding on to the table for a long time before I attempted to even move at all because I was just terrified. Because, it's been decades since I have worn skates. And I used to skate all the time. I would just go out and skate and skate. I'd go to the rink and skate. When I was a little kid, I'd skate around in my driveway. And at that time, I had metal skates that you wear your shoes and you just put the skates on. Oh no. Oh man. I know. It's very scary when you fall. And when you fall and you're a kid, you don't have far to fall because you're short, you're small, so it's like you don't have far to fall and you don't weigh a lot generally. So, it's like there's not as much, going down. But when you're a grown up like me, you're as big as I am and as heavy as I am, the thought of falling and at my age is like so scary. And that's why I have to wear the helmet and all of the gear, even if I'm in here in the house. Because if I fall, I want to have some form of protection. But once those other pads and everything get here, I may take these skates, even though these are crappy, I may take them outside and attempt to try them out, like around here somewhere. I was kind of looking when I went out to take the trash tonight. I was kind of like looking at the road and looking at the little driveway area because there's a little tiny bit of driveway that we have out here that's actual concrete. It's a very small space, probably, I don't know, it's smaller, I think, than this area that I'm skating in now, but it's concrete. And I was thinking about maybe trying, once I get those guards, or, the guards and the helmet and stuff, going outside and trying, because these wheels that are on these skates, I think are better suited for outdoors. They're not as good indoors as they are outdoors, I think, just from what I've been learning from watching all the videos and stuff. So I might have better luck if I went outside with them, but I'm not about to until that stuff comes, because the pads that I have, they just are not good, and they're way too tight. I mean, those things cut the circulation off on my arms and stuff when I've got those things on. In order to fit them on my arm, I have to make them really, really tight, and then it's like when I go to bend my elbow, it hurts. I mean, it hurts because it's just digging in, cutting the circulation off. It's like, I am not going to go outside and try and use this crap. I'm going to wait for the better stuff and hope that it fits. But anyway, I really wish my other skates would get here, but it's like there's not been an update on the tracking for those since freaking Wednesday. It's like Wednesday, like early afternoon Wednesday in America, it left Chicago. And there's been no update since then. And it's like, if it went from Chicago, if it was going from like Chicago to LA before it leaves the country, leaves to go out of the country, why hasn't there been an update? It does not take days to get to freaking LA from Chicago, because I'm assuming that's what it's going to do. Because I think when I've ordered things from Amazon before, it went to Chicago, and then I think it went to LA before it left to leave the country, which is how I got here. I had to go from Colorado to LA, and then we left from LA to, come here. So I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I would love it if the next update I see says it's arrived in Thailand. I'd be like thrilled. And I just hope that those skates aren't going to be complete crap too. I mean, they're not, real expensive skates or anything, but they definitely look like they're better quality than these. And I've watched some videos on YouTube of people who've bought them and showed them, unboxing and trying them out and stuff like that. And, most people have been, pretty happy with them for starter skates. But, most people have also said, it's good for starting out, but once you realize you really want to skate, you really need to get some better ones than these. So, I still may be looking at ordering another pair in a couple of months if I start out with these and, find that, yeah, I'm really getting into this and I want to do it, but these are definitely not that great or something. I may have to start saving up for a better pair. Because, I mean, to get a better pair of skates, I'm looking at spending at the very least what I spent to order the skates that are coming, but without the shipping, because most of what I'm spending is on the shipping. It's like the skates themselves were not that much, but the shipping, it's off the charts. So, that's where my problem is. I wish I could find skates here, but it's like, it's just really hard to try to find anything that's like an actual real skate here. I know it is going to be an expensive thing if I continue with it, but it's like I just feel this drive inside. I can't explain it, but it's like I really feel really passionate about doing this. It's like I really, really want to do it. And even yesterday when I sat here terrified, and I mean, I was literally sitting here talking to myself, just going, what am I doing? Have I completely lost my mind? This is insane. Because I was just so scared to even stand up in the dang things. And then, once I finally got to moving, I was still terrified, but at least it was some progress. I was like, well, thank goodness I've at least made a little tiny bit of progress. But it doesn't help that I don't have much room to go anywhere, because it's like I'm trying to start out doing the bubbles, which is where your foot's in a V, and then you do this, thing like this. So you're not actually picking your feet up off the floor or anything, they're staying on the floor. But it's like, because of the amount of space I have, I don't even get two bubbles in. I get like one bubble, and then I'm like already on the other side of the room. I know, me too. Oh God, I'm just like, I wish they would hurry up. I just want them to hurry up so bad. It's driving me crazy. I mean, I am very glad to have these at least, because at least I have something. And I wish I had spent more time doing it today, but I only spent a very short period of time practicing today, because I was kind of tired, but well, see, and that's the way I did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't even think about it. Hello, Green Rose. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't even think about it. I just put skates on and just went. It just didn't even, because I had no reason to fear it at the time. I was just a kid, and all I thought was, oh, this will be fun. And I just went and did it. But as an adult, and knowing, yeah, you can really get seriously hurt if you're not careful, and especially at my age and everything, I've got like more fear involved than I did when I was a kid. So I'm trying to take it really slow and careful, and, you know, but I mean, these things are just junk. They're such junk. I mean, just look at how, like, they're just not good. It's like, look at this. I mean, and this is how they came with all this crap and this. And it's like, and I don't know what this is, this business. I mean, it's like, what is that about? No, I've been savoring it. I haven't got much of the Lucky Charms left. I've actually almost eaten that entire box of Lucky Charms, because I've been having like a bowl every day since I got it. I haven't had one yet today, but I more than likely will have some before I go to bed, because I just, I have to. But I've been having a bowl every day of those, and the little mini eggs, I've only been eating 2 at a time, like I said I was going to do. 2 at a time. The first day I got them, I did have like 4. I think I had 4. But every day since then, I've just been having like 2 a day to make them last. Because I want them to last. Although it's very tempting to just sit and eat them, because they are so freaking good. Which one? The mini eggs or the Lucky Charms? I was thinking about having one of those little fudge sickle things, because I did buy some of those. So I've got some. Yeah, see, the wheels are cool. But see, I can't even get up enough speed in here in the house. I know, it literally would be like a 2-second snack. I can't even get up enough speed in the house to make the wheels light up. It's like you need to actually be going for the wheels to light up. And I can't even do that because it's just, I'm not going far and fast enough. I'm barely moving. So, God. Oh, and then get this. I cannot believe this. Okay. I don't know if you saw my video about the area up the road from me that I want to go start skating at once I can go outside to skate. The whole time I've lived in this town, all these years, that area up there has been nothing but an open space with those broken down gym equipment things out there. That's all it's been all these years I lived here. I was talking to Jackie yesterday and was talking about how I want to go up there because she had said that, if she got skates, she wanted to go there. I hope so, Green Rose. I really do. So I was telling Jackie, I want to go up there once I hopefully get the other skates or whatever. I would like to go up there to try to skate. And then she tells me, as of June 30th, they're going to turn that into a damn market. I'm like, what? Are you freaking kidding? All these years that's been open space up there. Now that I want to go fucking skate, they're going to turn it into a damn outdoor market. Are you kidding me? She said it's only going to be 2 days a week, but if it's set up like all the other outdoor markets, a lot of these times they set up these booths and then leave them there all week. And then they just come, on the days that the market's open or whatever, they bring all their stuff to sell. But the booths and stuff are usually set up through the week. And I'm like, are you kidding? I cannot believe it. I hope not. I really hope not. I hope it's going to be a situation where if they're going to do that, I hope they just bring their stuff. I know, but it's so damn convenient. It's like this is a perfect place for me to go skate. Perfect. Not only is it right up the road from here, but it's big, it's open. I've gone and I've checked it out and it looks like it's a pretty decent surface. It's concrete, but it looks like it's decent. Like there's not a bunch of broken up bits and stuff all over the place. I mean, it looks like a decent place to try to skate. And I am going to go ride around and I'm going to go look for other places that I can possibly skate at. But I just cannot believe that this is like the perfect location with it being so close to my house. And it's been there all these years with nothing going on over there. I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, the problem is that I'm scared to go up there and try because it's like I'm really nervous about not having things to hold on to. Because that's the thing in here, it's like in here, I've got things I can grab a hold of and hold on to if I get nervous. But if I'm in an open space like that, I'm not going to have anything to grab onto. I mean, it's like if I feel like I'm going to fall, I'm going to have to fall. I'm going to have to allow myself to fall because I'm not going to have anything to hold on to. So I'm nervous about doing it. But I mean, I really want to because I really need to have more room to try to actually move because it's really hard to move in here. There's just no space, even though I clear it out, and try to open this up. No, not that I'm aware of. I've never seen any park or anything around here. I mean, I am going to go out riding around when the weather's decent because we've been getting a lot of rain and wind and stuff lately. So it's been hard to try to go out and, look around for anything. But I am going to go ride around and see if I can find some other place that I can possibly go and skate. I did think about a place last night that I had seen a long time ago. I don't know what it is. I can't remember now what it was. And it may be kind of far from here. But I remember back when I used to have a car before I didn't have a car anymore. I had gone to Jackie's and I was coming back from her place and happened to see this place on the side of the road, and I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that was there. And now I can't remember what it was because it's been a really long time, but it seems like it may have been a tennis court or something. It seems like it was something where you could do some kind of sports. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems maybe it was a track or something. And if that's the case, depending on how far it is, that would be a good option to go to. Because that would probably be a really good surface to go skate on. If it was like a tennis court or a track or something, that would be a good place to go. But I'm not sure. I can't remember now what that place was that I saw because it's been a couple of years since I've seen it. And I'm not even sure if it's even still there, or if it's open to the public. It could have been something that, you have to have a membership to or something. Oh God, no. No way. Man, that porch, there's a huge drop off. If I didn't know, and it's small. It's even smaller than this area in here. It's tiny. And if I sailed off of that thing, I would be sailing off into, yonder, just the wild blue yonder, into, the gravel. It'd be horrible. Oh God, I'd probably kill myself if I did that, or end up in the hospital with some like serious injuries. That would just be a bad thing. But I mean, I was looking at the road out here. I mean, this road has some spots that are decent, but there's a lot of the road up here that's all beat up. I mean, they really need to come in and resurface this road out here. There's a few places that aren't bad, but there's also the traffic, and that's not too good either. So it's like, I'd really rather go into some type of open space that's not on the road, like not in traffic. But I don't know. I'm going to look around. I'm going to look around and see what might be out there that I could use, that I could go to. But I mean, when I went to the beach to try to capture the full moon last week, I was noticing that the place that I go to go down to the beach, once I get off the main road and I turn onto this little other like drive kind of thing, driveway type thing that goes down to the beach, it's not bad. See, I don't know if there's anything down there or not, because a lot of that down there is just, I haven't seen anything that's like a space that you could actually skate on. A lot of that's just like gravel and stuff, gravel and dirt and that type of thing. But possibly that little road that I go down that's off the main road. Oh, yeah, well, I don't use it as a pillow. I use it to cover my face. I use it to cover my face to keep from getting trampled on. But anybody that comes in here at this point will be like, what in the world has that woman got on her head? But yeah, that place going down towards the beach is not like a highly trafficked area or anything. It's just like a little road that you can get to the beach on. And I was thinking I could possibly maybe go over there, possibly try that out. I don't know. Even it's a little like, I'm not sure. But it'd be kind of nice to try it maybe. I do have a skate bag coming too. I went all out, y'all. I'm telling you. I just, I don't know what this obsession is. I have no idea why I've become so obsessed with this skating thing, but I really have just like gone crazy with it, even though I'm at this point not even skating. I can't even say that I've skated because this little, trying to do bubbles and only getting one bubble in this small space is not skating. I mean, it's just not. And yet here I am, ordering skates and bags and wheels and helmets and pads and all this stuff. Oh, good Lord. But it's just something I feel like I got to do. I don't know why. I just feel like I have to do it. And so I am. I do too. And the thing is, it's like, it's really good exercise. Everything I've read about skating, because when I first started looking into it, I was like looking up information about, skating over 50, you know, and I was really surprised to read that it's considered one of the best forms of exercise and overall good health type things for all ages, but even, older people. It says it's like one of the best ways to get exercise. And that it just does a lot of, really good things for you if you're, careful and, take precautions with the pads and the helmet and all that stuff. I mean, obviously you want to be smart with it. And I don't care about what it looks like to wear a helmet and pads. And the ones I ordered are freaking cool, man. They're awesome looking. They're pretty. Oh my God, they are so pretty. Not like those dumb things that I've got, those black ones. It's like, I never wear black. Black is way too heavy for me. It's like, I'm not even going to try to explain it, but I never wear black. I don't own black clothes. I don't own anything black. And so to wear those black pads is like, ugh. But the ones I ordered, oh my God, they are so pretty. I know. And it's too heavy. It's too, for me. It just doesn't work for me. And two, when you live in a hot place like this, I mean, black absorbs heat. The last thing I need is to be absorbing heat. You know what I mean? So no, I'm a colorful person. I like to wear lots of colors and stuff. And those pads and that helmet, man, they're so pretty. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited to get those. And I really hope they're going to fit. I mean, the place I ordered them from is an actual skate shop. Although most of everything that they sell is for skateboarders, not roller skaters. But when it comes to protective gear, it doesn't matter. It could be for roller skating, skateboarding, cycling, whatever, But they did say if it didn't fit or whatever, that they would exchange it. So that's good. Although I don't really know what they're going to exchange it for, because they said that it's the pads and everything are all one size fits all. The only thing that you decide a size on is the wrist thing. That's the thing that you have to actually measure. And so I ordered the one that should fit my wrist, and hopefully everything else fits. But they're really pretty. They're really nice. So I'm excited, and I'm glad they finally shipped them. Yay. I hope they come quick. Because that's the other thing. It's like, once those come, I really do want to go try, even if it's like just right here in front of my house or something. Go try and skate just like right out here maybe. and see what happens. I'm going to feel really silly though. And I know that the neighbors are all going to think I've lost my mind. They're probably going to think I am so weird. They already think I'm weird, I'm sure. Because I am kind of weird, compared to them. I'm just different because I'm from, a different country and I do things differently and I act differently and that type of stuff. So I'm sure they're going to think I'm just like cuckoo, but that's all right. If they do, they do. But I just want to enjoy it. That's all. I just want to go out and enjoy myself and get some good exercise and, just, I don't know, have something that I can really, focus on that's going to be good for me, I think. I think it'll be good for me if I can get past the fear. Because if I'm not as afraid, I'll be more relaxed, and the more relaxed you are, the easier it will be. Because like I was just watching one of Katie's videos earlier, and she was talking about that, how, if you're like really nervous and you're really tense, it's going to actually make things worse. Hello, Tan Man. I'm glad you made it. I was hoping that you would. I mean, I was glad you at least came in and said you were going to be late, but you'd be here, so I'm glad. I haven't eaten anything yet. I haven't gotten to that yet. Um, just sitting here running my mouth about skating. I just can't help myself. I'm doing all right myself. I'm sitting here talking about these stupid skates. Boy, these things are just hideous, man. I mean, talk about junk. I can't believe how huge they look. And yet they fit lengthwise. It's like, good grief. I am thinking about grabbing a fudge sickle. Well, while y'all are saying, hey, I'm going to grab me a fudge sickle, I think. This thing's probably all covered in ice. I've had it in there for a little while. Yeah. Oh no. Well, I ate way too much lasagna today. I ordered lasagna from that place. Well, see, I didn't have anything to eat either. So I ended up ordering lasagna from that place that I have deliver food. Because they do make really good lasagna. But usually I split it up over 2 days because it's like 2 meals. And I usually split it up and have, half of it one day and half the next day. Well, I had it for lunch and then I was hungry later on in the day, so I added the other half, and now I feel like I've got like this rock laying in my stomach. But this is good. I love these. These are so good. I'm so glad I found these things. I used to love Hardee's. God, I can't even remember the last time I had Hardee's. Of course it was. Yeah, these are really good. And they're cheap. I bought 6 of them. I think, well, they're 10 baht each. So basically 6 of them is like $2. So that's not bad. Well, I'm glad you did make it. I really wasn't sure if anybody was going to show up because I didn't post this until today. I didn't post anything because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it this week because I didn't know if I was going to be like all wrapped up in skating stuff and then not, not actually come on here. But I wanted to. Well, thank you. I'm glad I did too because I really enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. It's really good. I had thought about making them dang brownies again. Mm. But I didn't want to have to wash up all those dishes and stuff. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad you got some time to relax. Mm. Sorry, y'all. I want every last bit. Yeah, that's some pretty nasty stuff going on out there. Mm. Having my sweet iced tea again. And I don't know what the deal is. The last 2 times that I've made my sweet iced tea, even though I use the same amount of tea bags that I always do, it seemed very weak. So I had to up it. I'm using 9 tea bags now. Mm. Yeah. Yes, I have heard about that. It seems like a real mess, a real disaster. Ugh. Yeah, really. Yeah, it did. I saw some video of New York and it was pretty horrible looking. I know when I used to live in Colorado, Colorado would get some really bad forest fires and wildfires that would go on, and it would be horrible there. I mean, it would just be terrible. Mm, that's awful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't deal. See, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I have to deal with it here still. So I still cannot believe these people cannot seem to let it go. They just can't let it go. Well, it's one thing if there's an actual reason to wear a mask, if there's a reason for it, then, okay. And something like that would be a reason. Well, good for him. I'm glad. Because here, I mean, there's literally zero reason to be wearing one here. And yet, all these people still are for some fucking dumbass reason, which I can't understand. Drives me absolutely insane. I am so sick of seeing a faceless damn society. I swear to God. I mean, it's like 4 fucking years of no faces. I know, seriously. That wasn't an issue here, though. It never was, because most people here don't use toilet paper. Unless you're a foreigner like me, I do, but people here really don't use it. They use toilet paper as napkins. That's what they use it for. And which is terrible because they're horrible as a napkin. They really do not work well for napkins, but that's what they use them for here. So, oh wait. Oh, brother. Oh, man. Yeah, well, I never had trouble finding it here, and that was a good thing. They people didn't rush out to buy it here, since they really don't use it. That's a mirror over there, but I swear every time I look at it on camera, it looks like a surfboard. Oh no. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. I know, doesn't it? I know. It's like you can see part of the ceiling and part of the wall. Yeah, if only I knew how. Yeah, that mirror, it was part of the house. When I moved in, this place was furnished. And so some of the furniture that was in here, I kept like that, I kept in here. But some of the stuff I had the landlady take back because I had my own stuff eventually once I knew I was staying. I wanted my own bed and stuff because the bed she had in here was like a king size bed in this little tiny space. Oh dear. Fortunately, I've never seen a shark here, but yeah, when I first came into this place, I mean, this whole area was just filled with a bed. And once I knew I was staying, I was just like, this bed has got to go. It is taking up this whole damn place. I'm one person. I do not need a king size bed. All I need is a little single bed so that I have more space in here. So I was glad that she was able to get rid of that bed, and she put it in the bungalow next door, so it had a place to go. I never dreamed when I moved into this place that I would be using it as a skating rink too. Oh, I never saw that, but I'm assuming it had to do with sharks. I know, it was insane. And I mean, and the way it was like it went from here to there, so it was like out here. And then over here was, well, thank you. Yeah, and right next to it was that little vanity thing. And then the wardrobe, when I first came in, they had the wardrobe like right here. See where that wall stops right there? It was like right there, kind of making this its own little room. Oh dear. Oh wow. That seems familiar to me too. Maybe I did see that and I just didn't recognize the name of it. But I do recall that. Uh-oh. Am I buffering? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I've got it on my laptop as well. I'm streaming on my tablet, but I've got it open on my laptop just in case I need to read a message that I don't catch on here. Yeah, this place looks totally different than when I moved in because I've changed it so much. I've given it personality and life because when I first came in, it was kind of boring looking. It was just not very exciting. But it was, set up for people that were just here, on vacation or whatever. Thank you. Well, thank you. I really am very proud of that yard. Seriously. I hate my succulent plants died though. Those pink and green ones, they all died. So those are pretty much gone now. But the other plants, thankfully, are still doing all right. Thank goodness. But I got to find something else to put in those planters now. I need some other kind of plants or something. Or maybe the strawberries. I was thinking about maybe getting some strawberry seeds. And I did find strawberry seeds on Lazada. Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm thinking about maybe trying. Because I've never tried to grow strawberries before, but they do sell the seeds. I know, seriously. They do sell the seeds on Lazada. And they showed, now whether or not they actually will be like this, or I don't know, but they were showing pictures of large strawberries. Not those little teeny things like I usually see, but they were showing some really large strawberries. So I may order some of those and give it a try. Yeah, it's worth giving it a shot and seeing, if I could grow some. Because I would love to have some fresh strawberries. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I just don't know if the birds would eat it. But oh, y'all, my Nokian birds are using their feeder all the time now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to look out and see them going over there and eating. Well, welcome back, Green Rose. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see those Nokian birds eating that food again out of their bird feeder. I think they like it better now that it's not underneath that structure. I know. Oh, wow. I know, it is weird. It's like, things that I used to hate when I was a kid, I actually like now. Like when I was a kid, I would not eat anything with onions in it. You could not pay me to eat anything with onions. Now I will saute onions and have like a pork chop completely covered in onions. I love onions now, but I would not eat them as a kid. You couldn't pay me to eat them. I've always loved broccoli, but I can't stand Brussels sprouts. Ooh. Sprouts are too bitter for me. So I can't eat those, but I love broccoli. I always did though. That was actually something I did eat. And I didn't used to like green beans, and now I love them. Oh, wow. I know it does stick around. It, yeah, the smell does stick around. I don't worry about it too much because here, because of all the different spices and things that they use in Thai food, they use tons of garlic and stuff like that. So Thai people walk around smelling like that all the time. So I don't worry about it. It's like, ah, well, whatever. And it's not like I'm really around anybody anyway. So, you know, yeah. I don't know. I haven't had them in years. I could try one now and maybe I would like it. That's just one thing that I never would eat as a kid, and even as a young adult, I didn't eat them. But now that I'm much older, who knows? I could try them and think, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing in the world." Because your tastes do change, as you get older and stuff. Things do change. I was, and it's like talking about the Lucky Charms. I kept talking about how much I loved them, and I didn't know, when I got them, I didn't know if I would actually still love them or not, but I do. Oh my God, do I ever. I took that first bite of those Lucky Charms and I was like, oh my God, this is wonderful. But I've been trying to keep track of how many bowls of cereal that I'm getting out of it. I know, I do too. I love food. It shows, but whatever. But I've been trying to keep track of how many bowls of cereal I'm getting out of that box of Lucky Charms so that I can try to figure it out and see if it would be worth my while to go ahead and order some from Lazada, even as expensive as it is. Would it equal out as like what I would pay for a meal? Because when I eat that cereal, it's usually, I consider that like my evening meal. Because most of the time that's what I have for dinner. And so it's like, if it's not, if the cost of that bowl of cereal is not that much different than what I would spend on a meal, then maybe I should consider, ordering some again from Lazada and just, paying the ridiculous prices for it. I'm not sure if it'll actually work out to be worth it or not. Still may be too expensive, but I think I've gotten five bowls out of it so far, and I think I have at least like one more bowl. I think I've only got like one bowl left. Poppy, popsicle, pop tart. What you doing, Poppy? Poppy didn't like to be held anymore. I agree, Tan Man. Poppy used to love to be held, which I was like so happy about, but now he doesn't act like he wants to be held anymore. It's very sad. Probably because he's gotten so big. He's probably like, I'm too big for that now, Mom. I'm a big boy. I don't need to be held. He's still so cute. Poppy. Poppy. What you doing, honey? So cute. No, the box wasn't smashed. Not the Lucky Charms box. Wait a minute, what? I hope he will. I hope he'll want to be held again. I mean, sometimes he comes up and he puts his paws up like, and he's like meowing at me, and then I go to pick him up, and then he's like, eh. I'm like, gee, thanks. Puppy. Could be. And he could start zooming any minute now, too. Oh, are you wanting your blanket to nurse? Hang on. Here, you want this? Want it? You don't want to do that anymore either? Oh, no. All the sweet little things that he did, he's not wanting to do anymore. Oh, Poppy. I know, he used to love to nurse on this blanket. He always wanted to nurse on this blanket. Now I'm showing it to him. He's looking at it like, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh, you were so cute when you did that. Oh, well. Guess there's not much I can do about it. I'm telling you what. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. It's like, that's like threading that's supposed to be in there. And then there's this thread that's like hanging out. But the wheels are cool. I do like the wheels. This is the only time I ever get to see them flash, because I don't see them flash on my feet. But then again, you're not supposed to look at your feet when you're skating. That's like one of the worst things you can do. You're not ever supposed to be looking at your feet. You're supposed to be looking ahead, not down. And these skates are just horrible. They are the biggest trash pit. These are garbage, complete garbage. But the wheels are nice. The wheels are definitely nice. I do like them very much. I'll like them much more on the other skates. So, yeah. And I may practice a little more tonight. I don't know. I want to. There's part of me that really wants to. I just hate putting on those horrible, horrible elbow pads and stuff because they just hurt so bad. They dig, dig, dig into my arms. They're just awful. I'll be so happy when the other ones come. I was going to show y'all what they look like. If I can. I don't know. Does it show it on here or not? No. Of course not. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to see if I can turn this around maybe and show you. Oh, hang on. Let me just do this. Turn this around. Can you see those? Those are the pads and the wrist guards that I've ordered. And then, hang on a minute. I'm going to, maybe, hang on a second. I'm sorry, you're staring at the curtain. I know, they're really awesome. They really are totally me. They are totally me. And I'm going to show you the helmet. It's a matching helmet. All right, come on now. Are you going to open up or not? Sorry, y'all are just staring at the thing, but hold on a second. Okay, really? Good grief. Come on. This is so dumb. Okay. Um, and that's the helmet. Isn't that cool? That is really cool. So yeah, it's a helmet and matching pads and stuff. And I'll be so happy when they get here. Well, I hope I'll be happy. Well, did you see the other skates that I've ordered? Because not these are horrible. I don't know if you saw the other skates or not. Because the other skates are at least decent looking, or they should be. I'm gonna check the dang tracking again on those dang things. Still hasn't said anything. It's like the last update was Wednesday at 1:55 p.m. leaving Chicago. There's not been any update since. Very annoying. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I know. I hope they'll be nice. I mean, I was watching a video of somebody that on YouTube that has those skates, and they were doing a video, about the skates or whatever. And I was reading some of the comments, and there were a couple of people in the comments that said they had those same skates for years and they loved them. So, I guess it's all a matter of personal preference and what you're wanting them for. I mean, because for me, I'm not planning to do any crazy stunts or, anything crazy. I just want to skate, I just want to skate around. I don't want to do anything crazy or wild. So I don't necessarily think I need, top of the line skates just to skate forward and maybe backwards. I don't really think I'm going to need something like crazy for that. So I'm just hoping that what I'm getting will be sufficient for what I need it for. Because a lot of these people that are ordering skates, that are starting out, yeah, maybe. I doubt it, but I mean, a lot of these people that are starting out skating, they're young and they're wanting to get to a point where they're doing crazy stunts and, all kinds of things, where jumps and spins and, tricks and whatever. It's like that's what they want to do. So, yeah, they're going to need really good quality skates if they're going to start doing stuff like that. But, for somebody like me that just wants to skate around, you know, skate in a circle or whatever, it's like, I don't really think it's that necessary. But at some point I may want to invest in better skates just, because, if I skate a lot and I see that the ones I have are, starting to break down or something like that, I might decide, well, it'd be worth investing in a better pair that'll last longer instead of just having to replace them all the time. And they've got some really beautiful skates out there. I mean, man, they've got some gorgeous colors and styles, and there's tons of really cool looking skates, but they're definitely a lot more expensive. Goodness, I've already been on here over an hour. I didn't know I'd been on that long. I may not stay on much longer because I might want to practice a little more. Since I didn't practice as much today as I thought I would, I ended up laying down taking a nap for a while though. I was really tired. I mean, it's like I'm not really all that sore. I thought I'd be a lot more sore today because even though I'm not doing much with the skating, just being so tense, your muscles are tensed up, which can cause soreness, if you're tense for a long period of time, and I'm like trying to balance and, you know, keep my knees bent and stuff, which puts a lot of pressure on your legs and whatever. So I wasn't really as sore as I thought I'd be, but I was tired. I mean, I was definitely tired today. I laid down and I think I slept for like 2 or 3 hours. Am I frozen? I'm looking at the screen and I was like, looking like a dork. It is an exercise, and that's what I want to do. It's like I need more exercise than just riding the bike. It's like I love to ride the bike, but I feel like I need more, like I need something a little more than that. And what's cool about the skating is that I can put my skates in a skate bag and get on my bike, put the skates in the back basket, and go for a bike ride somewhere to roller skate. And I think that's pretty cool. It's like I get exercise to go exercise. So I think it's pretty neat. As soon as I get up the confidence to actually skate outdoors. Like I say, I may try it right here in front of the house a little bit one day once I get the other pads and the helmet and stuff. Just to see. Because then at least I'll be right here by the house, and if I like freak out and panic or something, I can just come back home, come inside. But that was the cool thing about going up here up the road too, is that, it is close enough that, it wouldn't be much. Yeah. I know. I've thought about getting one of those. I know. I thought about getting one of those things that records like your steps or whatever, Fitbits or whatever. I don't know. I thought about getting one of those just to see. I don't know if it counts though if you're riding a bike. I don't know if it would count. If you're pedaling versus stepping. I don't know. I don't know how those things work, but I mean, because I am kind of curious, how much exercise am I getting when I go out on the bike? It's not really a lot, honestly. I mean, unless I make those trips in the far end of town. Now, when I go do that, that's quite a bit. That's a lot because it's approximately 7 miles round trip. And that doesn't include if I go further, like I did the last couple of times. I went actually further than I normally go. Not that much further, but it's still further out. But even still, when I make those trips, it is kind of far. Well, and I enjoy it. I'm telling you, there's never a day that I go out on my bike to go run errands or whatever. There is never a time I get on my bike and go, man, I wish I had a car. Not once, not one time have I ever gotten on my bike and thought, I wish I had a car. Because I get on my bike and I'm like, man, I love this. Every time. Every time I get on it, I'm like, God, I love this so much. Man, it feels so great out here. It just feels so good to me to get on that bike and go. I mean, there are days when I'm tired and I don't feel like going. Like today, I did not go anywhere. I didn't leave the house today. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. Yeah, I am saving a lot of money. And that's just it. It's like, and that's another reason why I don't feel guilty about spending money to get the roller skates and the helmet and all that stuff that I'm doing. because there's a lot of stuff that I don't spend money on. I don't go out on the weekends. I don't go out to restaurants and spend a bunch of money. I don't go to clubs or bars. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I stay home most of the time or ride my bike out, to places. So it's like, why not invest in something that not only do I really want to do and will hopefully really enjoy, but could also potentially be very good for me for my health, and there's benefits to it. I mean, there really are a lot of benefits to skating, even at older ages. So I think it's well worth investing in it, and that's why I'm doing it, because I really, really want to do it. And too, it's like I was telling my sister. I told my sister, I said, sometimes we have a tendency to want to do something and then we talk ourselves out of it. And I thought, that's why I started spending money to purchase things that I need to do this. So I'm not going to as easily talk myself out of it. Because if I only spent, a few bucks, basically, on these cheap skates, it would be really easy for me to say, yeah, I don't really like these skates. Set them in a corner, forget about it, and not do it anymore. But no, that's why I invested in a better pair of skates. Well, I'm glad you came in, Leah. Thank you so much. And I hope I do see you on Sunday. Yeah, it's actually pretty huge right now, Tan Man. I'm surprised. I found so many skating channels and so many people. And I mean, it's actually become a huge deal, which I had no idea. But I mean, seriously, it's like, and if I spend money to buy things to do this, that's going to be more of a motivation for me to do it and not talk myself out of it, because then I can say, all right, you've already spent all this money to buy all this stuff, so you have to use it now. You can't just sit there and go, no, I'm too scared, or I'm this or that. No, do it. It's a motivation for me to do it. If I actually invest some money in stuff to do it, I'll want to do it. It really is. It is very good for people's mental health and overall well-being and physical health. So yeah, I'm so excited about it. I really am. Even though at this point I can't seem to get past one bubble in my little space here. It's like no room to do more than just a bubble. I'm hoping I can get two in. I'm trying to get myself to be able to do at least two bubbles across the room, but it's just so small. Well, thank you. Yeah, I really wish I had recorded yesterday and today, because I've watched a couple of videos that came up where people were, you know, documenting their skating journey and literally, getting video footage of every single day from day one, to watch their progress. And then they've put it up on YouTube to show their progress. And man, there was this one girl I was watching, and not much. I really don't have any hobbies. I mean, riding my bike is about it. There's not much else I enjoy doing. I mean, I enjoy doing the yard work and stuff, but I don't have much else. And I watched this one girl today that, this was like the first time she ever put on skates. And her first day, she was a little wobbly or whatever, but she did better than I did on my first day. And she showed her first 14 days, and my Lord, in 14 days, I couldn't believe the amount of progress she made. I'm not really into reading. at all, because I've got an eye problem that makes it really hard for me to read. Like, I don't mind, like, I like audiobooks. Anytime there's a book that I might be interested in, I always look to see, is there an audiobook of this? Because reading is very, very hard for me. Very, very hard. So I prefer to listen. And that's why I watch a lot of videos, because I can hear things and, watch what's going on. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. I want to build up my confidence. I really do. And so I'm hoping that by the time the new skates come, if I'm practicing a little bit every day, even if it's just in here, I'm hoping it's going to help build up some confidence so when the new skates come, I can actually try to take it to the next level and, do a little more. So I'm hoping so anyway. But all this talk about skating is making me want to practice some more, y'all. I'm starting to think maybe I should get off of here so I can put my skates and stuff back on and practice a little more. I want to feel it. I just want to feel myself doing it. And sometimes I'll sit here with the skates on for a while. I'll get up and do a little bit and I'll sit down and I'll take all the guards and helmet and stuff off, but I'll just leave the skates on just to get used to wearing the skates because they're heavy. I mean, these are 6.5 pounds, and the ones that are coming are 7 pounds. Those skates weigh 7 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot of weight on your feet. So, but it's nice to sit just to have these on, even though they're crap. It's nice to have them on just to feel having the skates on my feet. But then I got to remember not to just get up and try to run across the room either. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of weight to carry around, but that's all right because, I mean, again, it's like if these are heavy skates, that's going to really build up a lot of leg muscle, I think. I think it's going to help me build up more strength in my legs, which in turn will also help me with my cycling. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to keep on practicing and practicing. I know I'm not going to be as good as some people that can get out there and, within 14 days be doing all kinds of things like that girl I was watching earlier today, but she was young. She was really young. So for her, it was probably a lot easier to learn things than it is for me, but, that's okay. Like I said, if I can just get going, I can just go, it'll be good. And speaking of going, I suppose I'm going to get off of here because I am kind of thinking I might want to practice a little bit more before it gets too late because I really probably need to go to bed earlier tonight than I've been going to bed. I've been staying up too late. I hope it will be. I'm kind of, in a way, I'm thinking it might be a little bit easier if I go outside. I think because I'm so limited in here, it's not giving me enough to really get very far with it. So I'm hoping that maybe once I can go outside, I'll actually do better. Oh, I will. I'm going to be talking about it. I didn't do a vlog today, by the way, but I'll be talking about it, I'm sure. I'll probably drive people crazy talking about it. I went from talking about the yard all the time to now I'll be talking about skating all the time. But, I'm going to talk about what I'm enjoying. So, anyway, I guess I'm going to go, y'all. But I'm glad y'all came in. I'm so glad you did. It's always nice to spend time with you. And who knows, maybe next week I'll have my other skates or something. Maybe they'll be here. I don't know. It says they're due to arrive the 21st. Well, thank you. I think so. I'm not going to give up. That's for sure. I'm going to keep trying and trying and trying. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. So anyway, y'all, I guess I'm going to go, but I hope y'all have a great day. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll put up a vlog since I didn't today, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to stop putting so much pressure on myself to put one up every day because I don't always have anything exciting to talk about. So hopefully tomorrow I can put a vlog up. And then Sunday I do plan to do my ASMR live stream. So I have not posted about that yet, though. I have not scheduled it. But hopefully you can be there. I'd love it if you're there. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Well, thank you. I'm glad you are. I really am. And I was wondering about you, Tan Man, because I haven't seen any comments this week on any of my videos from you. And I thought, did he leave town? Because you did say something about you were going to be going on a vacation, a mini vacation or something to Michigan or something. Well, I hope you're there. It'd be really nice to have you there. Just since I didn't see any comments on any of my videos this week, well, I wish you would, because it would sure help me out a lot if you would. Anyway, y'all, have a good one, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.